Rolling.
So one topic I would like to touch is the illusion that to be a good karateka, we have to be tall, be able to kick, above our head and so on. And I learned that many years ago in Japan. I went to the SKI headquarters to train for my shodan, for my black belt, 1 month. And then when I was there was a Greek 6'10", Ari Anastasiadis. And that guy, he was small. He had crazy motorbike accidents, both legs broken. He couldn't kick higher than the knee. And he was not particularly, strong, but with his arms, gosh, what a fighter. He was incredible. Then teaching karate, especially in Australia for so many years now, 25 years, something like that in Australia. I've seen all kinds of students coming, and especially, of course, sometimes in children, some kids that were tiny, introverted, zero power expressed. And that was amazing to see how through karate their emotions, their focus, their mind would change. And then they become to bloom. The change is incredible. We have one of our students here who's the first Q. He's just turning 19. He's not even 19 yet. He was tiny like that. He's a giant. 87 kilos, almost 1 meter 90, strong, fit, good, no longer introverted, transformation. Now, with adults, I see it so often. I see older adults coming. They're 50, they're more sometimes. They have stopped for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. Some they have never trained before in their life. And they come, their body is not good. They have infirmities. We all have tragedies, in life, and accidents and diseases, more or less marked, right? So they have broken bones. They have, cancer, many different things. And through karate, definitely, of course, it transforms them physically, but it also helps them. It builds their immune system. They become much more healthier. So ones that have mental problems, well, it helps them to be less lost in their mind. The transformation is incredible. So ones that have taken drugs, same thing, they get out of addiction. So many different problems. And then what I tell them is, of course, to be careful when they have injuries. If they have, for example, a broken hip or problem with their knees, the first thing I tell them is, don't push. Why would you like to try, if you're 55 and you're no longer as flexible as you were before? There is a time when you have to acknowledge your human condition. I'm a good example of that. When I was younger, sure, I could kick 20 centimeters above my head, perfect mawashi and so on. No way I can do it. I had accidents in my life. I cannot do any longer the split. That's how it is. So the ones that come to injuries, if they have, for example, knees problem, I said, well, don't force yourself to do a moxo, on your knees, which will not be good like that, cramped forward, because your knees are destroyed. Do it standing up. Standing up, eyes closed, right? Same thing in the stances. No need to try to go super low when you cannot do it, and then, to use painkillers afterwards. That's nonsense. So, the notion of respect. Respect your opponent, respect everybody in the dojo, and respect yourself. So important. So we build self-esteem, self-love, like those qualities. And then we avoid accidents. So I'm proud to say that in my dojo, I absolutely never had an accident. What I call by accident means a hard accident. never with the children. And with adults, sometimes, sure, sprained wrist, sprained ankle, well, that's training, hematomes, that's training. But hard broken bones, real injuries, never. And the idea is that we work on a holistic way, like in yoga, and karate is like that. Through alignment of the body, we work around our injury. For example, if you have a weak knee, the knee, what is it? It's maybe 2% of your life force. Then the 98% that is the rest of your body, of your energy, support the part which is injured. And sure, the training goes to that. Means absolute alignment in our body. Yeah. The notion of one movement, the whole body moves. So often, see in class, people go, for example, in Zen Kutsu, the front leg is good, and the right foot is turned completely out. Which means part of the energy is going forward, and part of the energy on the back leg, through the back rib, is wasted sideways and going backwards. That's not good. When we realign everything, the one movement, everything is in one direction, then for the flow of energy inside our body, for the ki, it's perfect, perfect. And we keep on training like that, we increase our longevity. And our longevity, not to live long and cripple, but to live long and good and powerful. I had amazing senseis that were, in their 70s or in their 80s. Gosh, they were so good. Yeah, because they knew that. Kanazawa Sensei, 10th. Yeah, he was also a Tai Chi master. And that says it all. So, yeah.